Hi, I'm Gary, and today we're pushing on towards the end of the build, so we're sorting out all of the interior fit. Let's see how it goes right here on Gary's Stuff. The interior is going to be plasterboard or drywall, but before we do that, we need to run the cables for things like the ceiling lights. We have also built the timber framing for the storage room that's part of the office, but which has its own external door. For the ceiling, the plasterboard is put into position and then held in place with drywall screws into the joists. The inside of the cement block walls is painted with a dilute PVA solution just to add a bit of sealing. Then the 100mm foam insulation panels are fitted. They're held in place temporarily with dabs of mortar, then are fixed using screws with square plate washers to prevent the screws breaking the surface. The walls are then covered with plasterboard with metallic corner pieces fitted to all the edges. Cable runs for the sockets are cut into the plasterboard and insulation. There are a lot in this room because it will be a workshop. Do make sure you discuss power requirements with your builder before starting to ensure the electrical ring is up to your requirements. With all the socket points and switches in place, the room can be plastered. Here we used a base coat of plaster followed by a fine finish coat later on. When the plaster has fully dried, we apply a coat of diluted PVA to seal the surface. Then, when all that is dry, we can drill holes for the ceiling lights and wire them in. Doing this on bare plaster enables any misplaced holes to be fixed seamlessly. The fittings are left hanging as the ceiling still needs painting. For the wall sockets, we can paint the walls with a trade white emulsion as per the customer's requirements before wiring in the sockets and fixing them to the wall. This saves having to mask them out later. Of course, one of the hazards of a winter build is that any tools left in water could end up frozen in overnight. Now, because of the needs of the office, a consumer unit has been fitted in the storage room of the new build. Now, this needs to be connected to the main supply by a qualified electrician. We've used a 6mm 40A armoured cable. With the walls done, we need to start on the floor. First, the floor surface is sealed using diluted PVA, as the scrim we used for the floor is porous. Then a levelling compound is spread over the entire surface. Now, although the makers say this is walkable after 12 hours, given the cold temperatures, we'll leave it over the weekend to cure fully. The flooring we've chosen is a stone polymer composite click-together system. Although it has an integral underlay, we put down a moisture barrier first anyway. This helps the cushioning of the floor. The fit is very precise. The edges must be spotlessly clean as there's no give in the material, unlike with wooden boards. With the floor in place, a simple skirting is fitted and the room interior is finished. The doors and exterior is already in place, so a final coat of paint and the office is completed with an air conditioning unit which can heat as well as cool the room. And a broadband line connecting the domestic hub has been added with a new Wi-Fi router. So that's it then. The project is complete apart from a bit of landscaping down here. That's it. Thank you for joining me on this journey from a manky old shed and a greenhouse to this really nice office space. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye now.